just off the side of a busy highway, and I'm on a mission. It's gonna be a little bit different type of adventure than I usually do. I'm not looking for a specific tree or anything. Actually looking for a structure. It was built in the 80s, just off the side of this road. It's been abandoned. If you're familiar with a velodrome, it was like a racetrack built for bikes. And it's supposed to be somewhere right back here, I think. The city bought it, and like 20 years ago thought about doing restoration on it, but never panned out or something like that. So I'm seeing if I can find it. I want to see what kind of condition it's in. See if I can't skate on it. I don't think it should be that far from where I came in. It could be totally overgrown. Oh, it's a lot drier up here than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to need these boots. It's actually high. There's a pipe. Okay. It's a big tree. A lot of these random pipes just laying on the ground. Yeah, I would not have thought the ground was this high back here. Usually they have to build up the road and it's just swamp everywhere, but this is actually higher than the road, I think. Wow, that's a big one. Look, another pipe. Look at this. Little deer trail. Wow. So far, no racetrack. I don't know if I'm in the right spot or not. Some pretty big trees though. Alright, I just consulted the map and I should be like really close to it, so it might just be a little bit further this direction. I'm gonna go back to the shore. This thing's pretty big too, so should be pretty easy to come across. palm tree. I wonder if it's just totally covered. Like maybe where this water is, there's concrete under it. Ooh. Yeah, it's a lot of water. Maybe I'm in the middle of it. There's a little bank. I don't think it was this far off the road, honestly. I think it was pretty close. Maybe that high ground I was on was part of it. Because that didn't seem natural, it seemed built up. I feel like I'm walking right on top of it. It's somewhere buried. But apparently they've been out here and restored it a couple times, or tried to. So I thought, and fairly recently, so I thought it wouldn't be too hard to find it. I was wanting to go skateboarding in the woods. That'd have been cool. Woo. Like a tarp and a trash can or a tote. Where's the Velodrome? Just gonna head more toward the road. They're gonna get all the way across. If I just walk this way, I should definitely find the outer ring. Because it says like I'm in the middle of it. I think it's just so overgrown that you don't even know when you're walking on top of it. I was trying to find like the turns, because it'd be raised up because it's banked, so that you can do fast turns on your bike. I don't see anything like that. And it's getting thick. Oh, there's some cypress trees. I feel like I'm pretty far from my car too. I think it's way that way. But what a spot to put a racetrack, right? It's funny. It's not the first time I've went through the woods with a skateboard. I used to do this as a kid. I would ride to my friend's house, and then I'd cut through the woods to get to his house. And I'd use the skateboard to bushwhack and clear out the spider webs as I went. This skateboard's my dad's. Old one from the 70s. I thought it'd fit going to the 80s Velodrome, skateboarding on the old banana board. But I can't find the thing. And now we're getting real close to the road, which wasn't far off the road. This is really wet though. Nothing but cypress. Wonder if this is it. It's like, this is like a path. First spot that kind of looks like it. Under here's concrete. I don't know, because there's cypress knees growing up through it. I've not seen a spot where there's just nothing growing, you know, like you would think. The trees couldn't grow up through the concrete. This is the closest thing I've seen though. And it should be around this area. Yeah, I'm like right in line with it. So maybe, because I think the pin on the map is like in the center of the ring, the track. So time has taken it back. I don't know how other people come up here and find it. Because there's like an article I read where the dude came out here 5 years ago, and he seemed, it had concrete exposed everywhere, and you could just ride on it, it looked like. I don't see anything like that out here. Only thing I saw were those pipes earlier. And that didn't seem related. Yeah, now I'm really getting close to the road. Maybe if I had a drone fly over the top, but I don't think that would even help. Yeah, it says it's straight that way, which is basically where I came from. I don't think it was big enough to reach out here. Might do one more pass this way on my way back, but I don't think I missed anything. I guess it's just that overgrown you can't even see any traces of it, which makes sense in some ways, and others, like I would believe it if they never came out here and worked on it. Yeah, it's totally overgrown, but apparently not that long ago people were out here thinking about restoring the thing. Maybe this is up high. That kind of looks like a road, like an old road. There's no trees on it, and it's raised up. It doesn't go anywhere though. Apparently they had like bleachers and lights and some buildings built around it too. But then when the city bought it, they destroyed all of that. But I can't see any spot where that would have been out here. There's no clearings, which I get. Trees can grow pretty quick, but this is, yeah, the only clear spot is where there's water, which could be hiding it. Like maybe I'm standing on it right now and it's this loop, because this does look like a big loop. I wonder. That's a big sweet gum right there. See, and then now we're getting back to the higher ground that I was on originally, which would be the only place I think you would build it, would be up on this higher ground where it's dry. It was off that direction a little bit, I think. You can see where the deer walk through here. This is, yeah, this area seems like to make more sense. I can see my truck. And there's those pipes. Maybe. The concrete's just somewhere under me right here. Look for that sweet gum I saw. There's the live oak. I think this is it right here. Well, with the big vine on it. That might be perfect. Yeah. Oh, another caterpillar. Oh, my hat. Oh man, seems doable. I don't want to overdo it. It's a really good vine though, must say. Perfect vine. Yeah, I don't know if this tree has any good branches once you get up there. I'm gonna switch over to these, see if I can't find a few more trees. Maybe a cypress. Haven't climbed one of those in a while. Found this cypress. It might be just thin enough that I can hug it. And maybe I can get into this water oak. We'll see. Problem with these is they're pretty slick. Feel like I barely went anywhere. It's too thick. I'm not getting anywhere. Whew. That's the hardest way to climb for me. A little too ambitious with that one. Let's see if there's anything else nearby. That's a funny one. The top is knocked off. It's a Sweet Bay magnolia, I believe. Well, I couldn't find it. I don't know where it's hidden. I assume it's just totally overgrown that you can't even recognize it. Which surprises me because people had apparently been out here not too many years ago. And from the pictures taken, it looked like you'd still be able to find it at least. Probably not skate on it anymore, but at least identify it. I didn't see anything that really resembled it. I'm pretty sure I was in the right spot. Walked around for a while out here. Didn't really see any wildlife. Thought I'd see more. Just mosquitoes. How do I get out? Okay. Oh, look at this. It's a best beetle. They love rotten wood. Alright. This end's not even rotten at all. Maybe I'll come back out here and look again sometime. Okay, my truck was a little further down. I was walking back to my truck and I came across some bamboo. I haven't ever come across any out in the woods before. I always just see it in people's yards taking it over, but here's my chance at some in the woods. So if it grows big enough, you can just climb up it, I'm pretty sure. Oh! Yeah, look at that. It's a satisfying crunch. It's loud. Yeah, there's a lot of it. I'm trying to find the biggest one. I guess it's this cluster here. For those who didn't know, bamboo is actually grass. Not a tree or anything like that. It's grass. But it's like the fastest growing plant, which people probably knew that. I don't know if these are quite big enough to support me. You definitely don't want to fall down onto them. Ooh, that would be bad. Just impaled. they're just a little bit bigger and spread out. You could climb and transfer from one to the other, I feel like. But yeah, I've never come across bamboo yet in all the woods I've been in, which is, I guess, a good thing. It's an invasive. I'm gonna check out the spot that I first came in a little bit more, because I don't know why this little turnaround is here. I didn't really look on this end to see if there was actually a trail that led to the velodrome, and I just missed it. And I see concrete right there, actually. It's a concrete pad, that's something. But there is actually a pad here. I think this is unrelated. But that is a lot of concrete, and it's good to see what it would actually look like. See, no trees on it, and then just a little brush stuff growing up. This is a sweet gum growing through the crack. Okay. Maybe that's it right there. Because, I mean, the map said it was way over there. But it would make sense for this little turnaround to be connected to it, so let's see. Hopefully it's not too wet. Yeah, because it was not supposed to be very far off the road, so if this is it, that'd be really cool. And I did all that for nothing when it was right here. I'm seeing a lot more rubble. Okay. Clover. See, I wasn't sure if this was like the embankment, but there are trees growing on it. Huh. A lot of pipes. So maybe they were trying to get water out here to one of the buildings. Those pipes don't look 40 years old though. Right? I guess plastic lasts forever. If it's not in the sun, maybe it would survive. Bunch of trash. Is it just a drain for the ditch? Could it be that simple? Half a brick. Bottles. There's definitely way more activity here than anywhere else I've been today. See a lot more sun this way. These woods are weird. They're not really like most of the other places around here. There's a culvert in the middle of the woods. More piping. This looks like a moat. See, now I'm just at a ditch. I'm not sure where that goes. I guess I could try to look it up. So yeah, this is just a big ditch that just keeps going. And then I don't think that's actually a road. I think that's just a path alongside the ditch. Oh, this is armadillo skin. See? A shell. It's hard. Man, that'd be something to climb across. Maybe if you start on that side, it would bow down enough to drop. I can't reach it. I think this path is gated off at the front. But if it's not, I'll definitely want to walk it back sometime. Or maybe I'll find a spot to cross and just go for it. My battery's about to die on my camera, so I think I'm going to head back on this adventure. Didn't find the velodrome. Thought for a second that it was actually right at the spot I parked. It doesn't seem like it. A bunch of decaying turkey tail. But they definitely were constructing something in this area, because I mean, I know there's the ditch, but then there's a random culvert. I mean, I guess, is it just a runoff from away from the road? That looks really old. Or is that just a barrel? Is that just a barrel tipped over? It just made me think it was a culvert because it's under the ground. So much poison ivy. I'm walking around with these toe shoes. Probably gonna be itchy. I was hoping to find at least one tree I could get to the top of, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll find one today. So much poison ivy back here. Like, there's Virginia creeper and then poison ivy mixed in everywhere. And there's this patch of clover. It's the only place I've seen it. Up on this little mound. Yeah, oh, these mounds. Some tin. Cinder blocks. A lot of blocks. Old bricks. There's so many of these pipes just laying around though, and it's not like they're connected. They're just strewn about. Giant tire. Some big deer tracks. Alright, camera's about to die though. I'm just gonna head back to the truck. Couldn't find anything. Well, I found a lot of weird things, but never found the actual racetrack.